If you've been trying to build an Ultra Ego Vegeta, right now might actually be the best time to do it. Black Hole Toys just announced the Majin Vegeta restock for June 2026, so right now might be a good time to hop on that before they're gone forever. Plus, we finally have multiple Ultra Ego head options to choose from. So in this video, we're going to figure out which one is worth it, which one you should get, and which one is going to give you that Manga-Accurate Ultra Ego Vegeta. So with that said, let's get started. So if you're wondering why I'm talking so low, it's because it's 2 in the morning. What is sleep? I have no sleep schedule. So I decided to record this because I just got these in the mail today. These are the Air and OQ Ultra Ego Vegeta heads, which is perfect because recently I was able to find this one at a really good price. For those who aren't in the loop, Black Hole Toys has been dissolved and this Majin Vegeta went along with it. Luckily, for anybody that doesn't have Majin Vegeta and is looking for it, this might be your chance to get it at a very reasonable price. And don't even think about buying it for more than $100 because that is crazy. If you don't have this Majin Vegeta, now might be a good time to order it because we don't know if it's coming back. One of my top figures that I've been wanting for a while is Ultra Ego Vegeta, and it's gonna be a very long time before we get anything from SH Figuarts remotely similar to an Ultra Ego Vegeta. I have been waiting so long to get this opened because I've seen it in pictures and I haven't opened it myself. So now is the time. It's also the perfect time to see which Ultra Ego Vegeta kit is the one to get because we have several at this point. So I'm going to be comparing the Air and OQ collaboration, and we're going to look back at the Recustom Super Saiyan 3 and Ultra Ego Vegeta kits that I didn't finish going over because I only went over the Super Saiyan 3 head kit. But now that we have several options for Ultra Ego Vegeta, I can finally open it and compare it to see which one is worth the money and which one you should skip out on. And we're going to start by unboxing the Black Hole's Majin Vegeta, finally! So let's do it. This is not going to be an in-depth review of the Majin Vegeta. I'm very late to the game. I'm literally about a year late. This is just going to be my first impression because I love looking at this figure online. So I'm going to just go ahead and open it. This is always an issue opening boxes like this. Finally, I've been trying to catch you all day. It's the pearlescent hair. This is the vibrant blue Majin Vegeta, and he looks much better than I anticipated up close and personal. Per usual, I'm gonna scan it real quick with my glasses before I go over it, so please excuse me. Oh wow. Oh, he's beautiful. Love these faces. Okay, so the faces are made by TK. I don't know why I thought that Tonson made these heads. TK does such great work. What you get in this box, real quick, you get 6 face sculpts, 2 that are already attached to the heads, 4 separate right here. If you include the fists, you technically get 6 sets of hands. And then you get something that I'm not too excited about. This blast just looks like a really yellow teardrop. You can literally just see where the plastic goes. It's for the stand right here. I just don't like it. I would have rather it was an opaque color. That way you didn't see the inside so much. And then we have the actual figure itself. This is a beautiful pearlescent yellow. Between both of these heads, I love that it's the same pearlescence, but the yellow from Vegeta is really fitting for this figure. I love the way that this looks with the faces, and the faces look phenomenal. Earlier Vegeta has like a really skinny jawline compared to Majin Vegeta, which has a very full jawline. As the show progressed, the characters got a little bit more bulky, so this is a great representation of that bulkiness. This is the most anime accurate face I have ever seen on any Dragon Ball figure. I'm getting too sidetracked. I was only supposed to go over this really quickly. Now, the figure itself, he's not like the SH Figuarts skinny. I hate that type of body for Majin Vegeta. You know, forget it. I'm just gonna go over it. For the articulation, this is beautiful. It has 360 arm rotation. Let me check the butterfly joints. You can pull this out. You can kind of move this in. One thing I'm noticing is that one side you're able to pull out more than the other. Maybe it's stuck, maybe it's too firm, but yeah, this one you can't pull as much as the other. I mean, that's pretty decent. Yeah, that's pretty decent. Then we have the double jointed elbows. Obviously we have a bicep swivel, and then we have the other one. This has really good range for the arms, and I love how tight these joints feel. Let's check the neck range. He looks up. Yeah, he looks up, he looks down. He looks really down. Actually, he has really good range for looking up and down. One of the issues that I encounter with a lot of Vegeta figures is that the hair is too close to the neck, so you lose a lot of that movement. But this one does a very good job. Now, for side, it's still pretty decent. And now I see what people are talking about when it comes to the chest. There is a slight discoloration between the chest and the neck. The neck is skin colored and the chest seems to be painted over blue. Oh my gosh, look at the veins in the arms. Let me check the wrists. It does have really good movement. I'm gonna check the ab crunch. Let's go up. Yeah, let's go down. There is movement there, but it's not that much. Yeah, he's a little limited, and that's probably because this is hard plastic, so it's not going to allow for much movement. Now for the legs. Oh, okay, so that's better than good. He does have this curve upward. We have the toe, which has really good range for the toe. That's a really good pointed toe. And then we have the toe joint, and that does a really good job. Oh, he can do the splits. He can do the splits. Oh my gosh, he looks amazing. This figure looks great by itself, but my purpose for unboxing this figure is to get it to be the most manga accurate Ultra Ego Vegeta. So let's do that, and let's look over our options. So our first Ultra Ego option is Recustoms. This set came with Super Saiyan 3 and Ultra Ego Vegeta, but I already opened Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, which is available to watch right here. Just open up that little banner right there and you'll be able to watch my first review on this channel, which was the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta head. Let's take this off. And then we have Recustoms version of Ultra Ego Vegeta. This was the first release for Ultra Ego Vegeta. Looking at this now, it's almost the same pearlescence as the Black Holes Majin Vegeta. I believe Recustom was made specifically for the Black Holes Vegeta, but look, this is a side-by-side comparison. This is incredibly similar to the Black Holes Majin Vegeta. What I like about Recustoms is that they made Vegeta's face a little bit rounder. The Super Saiyan 3 faces were one of the best faces that I've ever seen on any Super Saiyan 3 figure because they actually rounded out the eyebrows, which is the same concept over here for the Ultra Ego. The eyebrows aren't supposed to be flat. They're supposed to be rounded. Kong Studios. I hate it when toy companies take the base mold of a flat eyebrow and they remove the eyebrow and then say, here's Super Saiyan 3. No, I don't like that. And look at these faces. 5 faces for the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta and 5 faces for the Ultra Ego Vegeta. This is a really good extensive set because you get 2 for the price of 1, and it's actually not that bad. It was $45 when I bought it, but right now the resale price is like in the 80s, 90s. Even then, $80 isn't that bad for what you're getting. We have a really good selection of faces right here. This is kind of like an evil looking Vegeta, like kind of insane. But also we have this face, Serious Ultra Ego Vegeta, and the pupils are the perfect size. So each of them have the earring. This one is really cool because this one has an open mouth. There's an indent. You can see inside it. The sculpt lets the light do the work. The light casts the shadows and the shadows create that depth inside the mouth. So it literally just allows the light to work for you. That is what a good sculpt does. Then we have this face specifically. I recall that this is when Black Frieza comes into play and he punches Ultra Instinct Goku and Ultra Ego Vegeta. This is when Vegeta breathes in and then he releases that exhale. If you can tell what reference they use, that means they did a really good job with the sculpting. So this is that face and it looks amazing. And then we have the last face. He's about to attack and he's angry. This one does a really good job at angling everything. Now that we got this out of the way, let's go over to our next set of faces. There's actually 3, but I got 2 of them. Let's go over those. Okay, so these are the Air and OQ sets. Originally, I was only gonna get the C because that one has the blood on the faces. I figured since I already had the regular faces with the Recustom head sculpts, I didn't need to get another version of this set. But 5K Toys had extra stock left over and they were priced really reasonably. So I decided to go ahead and buy A as well. Let's start with the one that I originally wanted to get, which was C. Really quickly, look at this packaging. This is a really nice box. It's a glossy box, but I love the color. I love the design, and it's a very different approach to the boxes that Air has been doing with HM. You know, for someone who works with graphic design, I really like this design. They really speak to me. What I like about this is that this one also comes with a key blast effect. So this is a deeper purple than the Recustom one. The Recustom one is a little brighter. This one is matte, translucent plastic. I like that the tips are a lighter color. They're actually the color of the Recustom head sculpt at the tips, but everything else is a little darker. Let's see what faces come with the set. I'm gonna get everything out. These heads seem to be a little bit smaller than the Recustom one. Okay, so here we have the Recustom head compared to the Air and OQ set. This is set C, and I'm not sure what these are for yet. I think this is a part of the hair. Let's start with this key blast here. It looks metallic, but it's also translucent, but not to the point where you can see the pegs too much. I'm not sure how I am supposed to be using this. Like, what am I attaching it to? Onto the faces. These are the bloody faces. These I actually got for the battle damaged Majin Vegeta. Look at the blood. You know, it's not often we get bloody faces. It doesn't look like it's painted on. It looks like it's a part of the design. I'm not sure how to describe it. It just looks really beautifully done. And then the bloody forehead with the sweat drop right here. It also comes with Serious Face Vegeta. This one doesn't have the sweat, but it does have a bloody eye. And the earrings, all of them have the destroyer earrings. Again, with the depth in the mouth, My only issue is that it doesn't look like there's a top and a bottom. It looks like the teeth is connected. It's really not that noticeable unless you look at it from this angle, because you really get to see the outline of the teeth all over the mouth. But if you look at it from the proper angle, then you get a really beautiful face. Then we have a grinning Vegeta with the bloody eye. Still looks amazing. There's a scratch on the forehead, which still looks great. Everything is so clean and crisp. That is so difficult to get on such a small face. This is an insane face. Recustom's face is also doing the same thing. Your pupils are larger on the Air and OQ version. There's slight differences in the faces. It's overall the same face. I feel like it's the same sculpt. The mouth is a lot bigger on the Air and OQ version. The last face, the exhale, it is a little bit more obvious that he's exhaling compared to the Recustom one, which is a lot more subtle, but it still comes across as an exhale. I love the rounded eyebrows. Thank you for that. Kong, take notes. It also comes with these two hairs. I'm not really sure what the difference between both of these are. This one's slightly shorter than this one. This one's a little bit longer. This one goes inside this back part. There you go. I didn't realize that Vegeta had this whole hedgehog thing going on. I didn't know. You didn't have a mom. So let's go ahead and open up A and see what A gives us that C didn't. All right, so here we have Air and OQA. I don't remember what this one has. I literally just jumped on it because it was selling out. Oh, okay. So this one's slightly more purple. I actually like this purple. This one doesn't have a lot of blood. They're the same, just with different decals. I actually enjoy this one a lot. Let's go over the faces. We're gonna speed run through these. It's basically the same faces, just with less blood. This purple looks really good, and I don't mind that you can see the peg holes. This one is more metallic than this one. I'm still not sure how I'm gonna be able to use these. This one, less blood, and it still looks great. Whoever is sculpting these faces really needs to get paid. I don't know if they're doing it for the love of the game or if they're actually like getting paid. Sometimes they don't get the sculpts right. You have to wait for these companies to get it right. Sometimes you don't have the patience to wait until they get it right. If I don't have something and these companies are not doing it for me, then I learn to make it myself. It's a miracle that I haven't purchased a 3D printer yet. The hair is a solid purple. It's lighter, and there's a slight gradient from dark purple to light purple. These weren't that expensive. I think I got these for $35 each. Now that we've gone over the content, let's see which one gets us a better looking Ultra Ego Vegeta, so we can finally achieve that and not have to wait for Tamashii Nations to do it in 3 years. Let's do that. Our mission for this video is to find out which is the best head sculpt, so you don't have to buy all three like I did. One good one is all we need. Let's pop this head out and hope that this is the same neck peg. That was really easy and really sharp. My finger hurts. I cut myself. This is really sharp, like incredibly sharp. Ouch. Let's start with the Recustom one. The Recustom one is specifically made for this Vegeta. That's a really large peg hole. It's supposed to be for this figure, so let's try it on. It didn't pop in, it just slid right in. So here we have the first option, which is Recustom's Ultra Ego Vegeta. My gosh. So the hair is very tall. Very tall. Is it supposed to be this long? This part, you guys, if you get the Recustom one, you have to be very careful about this part. You could stab someone with this. The face is a little bit more yellow than the neck. The neck is slightly lighter, and the faces are just a smidge, just a tiny bit darker and a little bit more yellow. So let me check the range to see if this limited anything. Let's look up. So looking up, it's about the same, and looking down, yeah, you get really good range looking down. Is this the definitive Ultra Ego? I'd say it's a really good contender. My only nitpick is with this hair. I feel like it's too long. The Air and LQ sets seem to be more accurate. This one is a lot longer. Let's try on some of the faces. So far, I'm not convinced that this will be the definitive Ultra Ego with this specific hair because it's really long. The result is a seamless looking face. I love that you can't see that this is two separate pieces. Kong Studios. Let's pose them in a way where he's yelling. Oh my gosh. He's so short. The shadows hit it so well. I feel like this hair fits this sculpt for the body, but the purpose of this video is to get a Manga-Accurate Ultra Ego Vegeta. Honestly, so far with what I'm getting, I don't think that's gonna happen. Customs is just too big. Let's try on Air A and see how it looks with the purple. This is the one I want to try. It's the same neck peg. All right, that's great. This purple contrasts so well with the skin. I'm gonna get the cocky, slightly smiling Vegeta. This still needs to go inside, so I'm gonna put that right in. Everything is so seamless from the back. You can't even tell that it's a separate piece. It looks like it's all one piece. It looks so much better. Now that we have this piece in the back, let's see if that limits the range. Not at all. This head actually improves the range for looking up. That's more than we got with the Majin Vegeta. And now looking down, I think the size of this head helps the peg kind of have a little bit more freedom for movement. Again, this one is slightly more yellow than the neck, and you can see it right here on camera. This head looks amazing. Oh my gosh, it looks amazing from every angle. You know who else looks amazing from every angle? Both of these, this one HM Air, this one Air and OQ, both of these look amazing at every angle. All right, let's see. The one that I was looking at is the screaming face. It's so much easier to put in than the Recustom ones. This is what Ultra Ego Vegeta would have looked like in a Dragon Ball Z movie from the 90s, okay? These are really, really good faces. Why stop there? Why only use Majin Vegeta? Let's see if this fits. Seems to be about the same size. So this is the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta that was a general release last year. I'm gonna try for not a bloody face because this isn't a battle damage suit. This longer piece is supposed to be pushed not towards the head but up the hair. I'm not that big of a fan of his size. It kind of looks like he has a mullet. That's just the overall design of the Ultra Ego. This head is proportionate for this body. I have another Vegeta body that I could try it on to see how it would look. Let's take this out and see, because it should be the same neck peg. Look at this. Oh my goodness, this is what the Ultra Ego looks like on the 24,000 Vegeta body. Why stop there? I have a Daima body too. Look at this Super Saiyan Vegeta. He looks amazing. Let's take this off. I don't think this is gonna fit. Yeah, there you go. So it doesn't fit on the Daima. The head looks a little too big for the body. The Daima design is a lot skinnier. This is gonna look so good on the new Vegeta. If you can get a peg that attaches Daima to a 2.0, then it'll work. This peg hole is way too big for the Daima neck peg, but it still looks amazing. It fits 95% of most Vegeta bodies. If we're gonna look at canon Vegetas, even though it looks amazing, we're just gonna count him out. So between both of these, which one do you think would be the best looking Ultra Ego Vegeta? This one's a little bit more slender, but it's still very accurate to the manga. And this one is also very accurate to the manga. So far, the 2.0 body is perfect for this head. It looks like an official figure. Even though the 2.0 body is very outdated, I'm so looking forward to getting the new Vegeta so I can try it on that one. Write down in the comments which one you think looks better on, the Majin Vegeta or the Battle Armor Blue Vegeta body. While you guys do that, let's get to my favorite part of the video, which is the posing. Let's do that. All right, so final thoughts. So after testing everything, the Majin Vegeta body, the Recustom heads, the Air and OQ sets, I can say this pretty confidently. The Air and OQ sets, easily my favorite. If Recustom didn't come out with the Super Saiyan 3 head sculpt, I honestly would not have even thought about getting the Recustom Ultra Ego head sculpt at all. And here's the thing, I wasn't planning on getting the Air and OQ A set. I was honestly only going for the C because Recustom already gave me the faces without the blood. I didn't feel the need to get another set, but they really shut me up. Now, I'm not saying the Recustom one isn't one that you shouldn't get, because the Recustom one has the Super Saiyan 3 head, and the Super Saiyan 3 head in itself is already worth the price. Would I buy it specifically for the Ultra Ego? No, I wouldn't, because it's not very manga accurate. And what we're looking for in this video is a manga accurate Ultra Ego Vegeta. And you're definitely going to get that with the Air and OQ set, 100%. You definitely need to look for the Air and OQ A set. That one really surprised me. Look at this. He looks amazing. It really is the definitive set to get if you're looking for a manga accurate Ultra Ego Vegeta. Now, that said, is it worth you getting the Majin Vegeta specifically for this one? I would skip out on this body. This body is perfect for Majin Vegeta. You should probably aim to pre-order the battle damaged Vegeta, because then you'll finally be able to have Granola Saga Ultra Ego and the Moro Saga Ultra Ego. If you are planning on making a display for Ultra Ego Vegeta, you need to act now, because this might be the only time that you would be able to find them at a very decent price. So between Recustom and Aaron LQ, I would say Aaron LQ has this in the bag 100%. But speaking of Recustom, if you haven't checked out the Super Saiyan 3 review that I made, it's literally the first video I've ever made for this channel. If you haven't checked it out, you can check out the in-depth review of the Super Saiyan 3 head sculpt, and then you can see what my videos look like before I actually started putting effort into them. Now, this also could be a good time to tell you guys that I have a lot that I haven't opened. That's where I'm gonna need your help. So if you guys want to give me suggestions as to what I can open, one of them just happens to be the Blue Gogeta and the Demon-Aqua-Fit Blue Gogeta. So those are on my top to-do list. If you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments, and I will definitely shout out the people who give me the content ideas. If you want to be featured in the next video, put your suggestions down in the comments and I'll make it happen. So let's do that. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.